What if I told you that everything you've ever known, every mountain, every ocean, every city, and every human being, exists on something so small that the universe barely notices it? Today, we're going on a journey unlike anything you've ever seen. We'll start from our tiny home, Earth, and travel through giant planets, stars, black holes, galaxies, and finally, the largest known structures in the universe. By the end of this video, you'll realize just how unbelievably small we really are. Before we begin, if you're fascinated by space, astronomy, and the mysteries of the universe, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us create more high-quality space documentaries like this. Now, let's begin our journey. Everything begins here, planet Earth. This is the only world we know that supports life. More than 8 billion people live here, surrounded by vast oceans, towering mountains, deserts, forests, and frozen continents. To us, Earth feels unimaginably huge. Flying around the entire planet takes many hours. Driving around it would take weeks. Its diameter is nearly 12,742 kilometers. From our perspective, Earth seems enormous. But the universe has a very different opinion. Now let's compare Earth with Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter is so massive that more than 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. Imagine placing Earth inside Jupiter, then another Earth, and another, until you've placed more than 1,300 planets. Only then would Jupiter finally be full. Its powerful gravity protects much of our solar system by attracting dangerous asteroids and comets. Its clouds stretch across distances larger than entire planets. And hidden inside those clouds is a storm that has been raging for centuries, a storm larger than Earth itself. Already, our home planet looks incredibly small. But Jupiter isn't even close to being the biggest object we'll see today. Now let's move to the center of our solar system, the Sun. The Sun contains almost 99.8% of all the mass in our solar system. Its diameter is about 1.39 million kilometers. Around 1.3 million Earths could fit inside it. Every second, the Sun releases more energy than humanity could ever produce in millions of years. Without it, Earth would become a frozen world drifting through darkness. It powers our weather, our climate, and every living thing on this planet. But here's the most unbelievable fact. Astronomers don't consider the Sun a giant star. It's simply average. If the Sun is only average, then how enormous are the biggest stars in the universe? That's exactly what we'll discover next. The Sun may look unbelievably huge to us, but compared to the biggest stars in the universe, it's actually tiny. Let's begin with Betelgeuse. Located about 550 light-years away from Earth, Betelgeuse is one of the most famous red supergiant stars in the Milky Way. If Betelgeuse replaced our Sun today, it would expand beyond the orbit of Mars. That means Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars would all disappear inside this single star. Imagine waking up every morning beneath a star so enormous that our entire inner solar system no longer exists. Sounds impossible, but the universe has something even bigger. Meet Antares, another red supergiant star, even larger than Betelgeuse in some dimensions. Its glowing surface stretches hundreds of millions of kilometers across space. If Antares replaced our Sun, the inner planets wouldn't stand a chance. Everything would be swallowed by its enormous atmosphere. Yet, even Antares isn't the biggest star we've discovered. Now let's travel nearly 3,900 light-years from Earth to UY Canis Majoris. For many years, scientists believed this monster was the largest known star in the universe. Its diameter is so enormous that if a passenger jet tried to fly around it, the journey would take thousands of years. But the universe wasn't finished surprising us. Astronomers later discovered UY Scuti, a star so gigantic that if it replaced our Sun, its surface would extend almost to the orbit of Saturn. Think about that for a second. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, all gone inside one single star, and even Saturn would barely escape. If Earth were the size of a small marble, UY Scuti would be larger than a skyscraper. That's how unbelievable its size truly is. But the story doesn't end there. Scientists have found another incredible giant, Stephenson 2-18. Many astronomers believe this could be one of the largest stars ever discovered. If placed at the center of our solar system, its outer layers would stretch beyond Saturn's orbit. It's almost impossible for the human mind to imagine something so enormous. Yet, no matter how gigantic these stars are, every one of them has an ending. When these massive stars die, they don't simply disappear, they collapse under their own gravity, creating one of the most mysterious and terrifying objects in the universe. Black holes. And that's exactly where our journey goes next. The death of a giant star is one of the most violent events in the universe. When a massive star finally runs out of fuel, gravity begins to win. The star can no longer support its own enormous weight. Within seconds, its core collapses inward at incredible speed. The outer layers explode into space in a gigantic supernova, one of the brightest explosions in the entire universe. For a short time, a single exploding star can outshine an entire galaxy. But after the explosion, something even more extraordinary may be left behind. A black hole, a region of space where gravity becomes so powerful that nothing can escape, not even light. This invisible boundary is called the event horizon. Once anything crosses it, there is no way back. No spaceship, no planet, not even a beam of light can escape its pull. That's why black holes appear completely black. But contrary to what many movies show, black holes don't travel through space swallowing everything around them. If our sun suddenly became a black hole with exactly the same mass, Earth would continue orbiting almost exactly as it does today. The difference would be, there would be no sunlight. Our planet would freeze into darkness. Now let's visit the center of our own galaxy. Hidden deep inside the Milky Way lies Sagittarius A star, a supermassive black hole containing the mass of more than 4 million suns. Even from 26,000 light-years away, its gravity controls the motion of nearby stars. Scientists spent decades trying to capture its image. In 2022, the Event Horizon Telescope finally revealed humanity's first image of Sagittarius A star. It wasn't just a scientific achievement. It was proof that Einstein's predictions about black holes were astonishingly accurate. But Sagittarius A star isn't the biggest black hole we've discovered. Meet Ton 618. One of the largest known black holes in the observable universe. Its mass is estimated to be around 66 billion times greater than our Sun. To understand how enormous that is, imagine placing our entire solar system inside its event horizon. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, every planet, every asteroid, every comet, would disappear forever. Ton 618 is so massive that even light cannot escape once it gets too close. Yet, as terrifying as black holes may seem, even they are tiny compared to what's coming next. Because black holes exist inside galaxies, and galaxies contain hundreds of billions of stars. In the next chapter, we'll leave individual objects behind and explore gigantic galaxies, where entire solar systems become impossible to count. Now let's zoom out even further. Far beyond our solar system. Far beyond every star we've seen so far. Welcome to our home galaxy, the Milky Way. On a clear night, the faint band of light stretching across the sky is actually the combined glow of billions of distant stars. Our solar system is located about 26,000 light-years from the center of the Milky Way. And we're not even close to its edge. The Milky Way is approximately 100,000 light-years across. To understand that distance, imagine traveling at the speed of light, the fastest speed possible in the universe. Even then, it would take 100,000 years just to travel from one side of our galaxy to the other. Inside the Milky Way, there are an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars. Many of these stars have their own planets. Some may even have moons. Just like Earth, this means our galaxy alone could contain billions of worlds. Some of them may even be capable of supporting life. But here's something even more incredible. The Milky Way is constantly moving through space. And so is another giant galaxy. Our nearest massive neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, located about 2.5 million light-years away. Andromeda is even larger than the Milky Way. It contains nearly 1 trillion stars. That's almost 3 times more stars than our own galaxy. If you could somehow stand outside both galaxies, they would look like 2 gigantic spiral islands floating in an endless cosmic ocean. But these two giants aren't moving away from each other. They're moving toward each other. At nearly 110 kilometers every second. In about 4 to 5 billion years. The Milky Way and Andromeda will collide. Don't worry, stars are separated by enormous distances. So very few stars will actually crash into one another. Instead, both galaxies will slowly merge, creating one gigantic new galaxy. Astronomers have already given this future galaxy a name, Milkomeda. Just imagine that, entire galaxies, containing hundreds of billions of stars, colliding over billions of years. It is one of the largest events that will ever happen in our cosmic neighborhood. But even galaxies aren't the biggest structures in existence. Because gravity pulls galaxies together, creating something even larger, galaxy clusters. And beyond those, there are superclusters so enormous that even galaxies begin to look small. In the next chapter, we'll leave galaxies behind and explore the largest known structures ever discovered in the universe. Galaxy clusters are enormous families of galaxies, held together by one invisible force, gravity. A single galaxy cluster can contain hundreds, sometimes even thousands of galaxies, each one filled with billions of stars. One of the most famous examples is the Virgo cluster. It contains more than 1,300 galaxies, spread across millions of light years. And our own Milky Way is slowly moving toward it, along with many neighboring galaxies. But even galaxy clusters are only small pieces of something much larger. Scientists discovered that galaxy clusters themselves are connected together, forming gigantic structures called superclusters. Our galaxy belongs to one of these enormous structures, known as the Laniakea Supercluster. The name, Laniakea, means immense heaven, and the name couldn't be more perfect. Laniakea stretches across more than 500 million light years. Inside it, there are nearly 100,000 galaxies, including our own Milky Way. Imagine looking at Earth from space. Now zoom out until Earth disappears. Then the solar system disappears. Then the Milky Way disappears. Even after zooming out that far, you're still only looking at one tiny part of Laniakea. But the universe still isn't finished surprising us. When astronomers mapped millions of galaxies, they discovered something extraordinary. The universe isn't random. Instead, galaxies are connected by gigantic filaments of matter, creating an unimaginably vast network, known as the cosmic web. This gigantic web stretches across billions of light years. Between these glowing filaments lie enormous empty regions, called cosmic voids. Some of these voids are hundreds of millions of light years across, containing almost no galaxies at all. If galaxies are cities, then the cosmic web is the highway system connecting the entire universe. But perhaps the most astonishing discovery ever made is something called the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. This is one of the largest known structures in the observable universe. It stretches for nearly 10 billion light years. To understand how enormous that is, light, the fastest thing in existence, would need almost 10 billion years just to travel from one end to the other. Our Milky Way galaxy would look smaller than a grain of sand compared to this unimaginable structure. Scientists are still trying to understand how something this enormous could even exist. Because according to some theories, structures this large shouldn't have had enough time to form, which means the universe may still be hiding secrets far beyond anything we've discovered. And believe it or not, even the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall may not be the biggest thing out there. The universe is still expanding, and every new telescope reveals something even more incredible. In the final chapter, we'll travel to the edge of the observable universe and ask one final question. Does the universe actually have an end? We've traveled from our tiny planet to giant planets, massive stars, terrifying black holes, entire galaxies, galaxy clusters, superclusters, and finally, some of the largest structures ever discovered in the observable universe. But now, a question remains: where does it all end? The honest answer is, nobody knows. Scientists estimate that the observable universe is about 93 billion light years across. That number alone is almost impossible to imagine. Even if you could travel at the speed of light, you could never reach its edge. Because while you're traveling, the universe itself continues expanding. Every second, new space is being created between distant galaxies. This expansion has been happening for nearly 13.8 billion years. Ever since the Big Bang. But here's the truly mind-blowing part. The observable universe is not the entire universe. It's only the portion whose light has had enough time to reach us. Beyond that invisible boundary, there could be trillions, or even infinitely more galaxies. There may be giant structures we've never seen, stars larger than anything we've discovered, black holes beyond imagination, or perhaps, entire regions of space operating under conditions completely different from our own. The truth is, humanity has explored only a tiny fraction of the cosmos. Every new telescope, every new space mission, every new discovery, reminds us how little we actually know. The universe isn't just big, it's so unimaginably enormous, that our entire Milky Way galaxy, containing hundreds of billions of stars, becomes just one tiny point in an endless cosmic ocean. And somewhere, on one ordinary planet, orbiting one ordinary star, in one ordinary galaxy, we ask questions about everything beyond us. Maybe that's what makes humanity truly special. Not our size, but our curiosity. Every discovery begins with a single question. And the universe still has countless mysteries waiting to be explored. If you enjoyed this journey through the biggest objects in the universe, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, which object amazed you the most. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep looking up, because the universe always has another secret waiting to be discovered. We've traveled from our tiny planet to giant planets, massive stars, terrifying black holes, entire galaxies, galaxy clusters, superclusters, and finally, some of the largest structures ever discovered in the universe. Every step of this journey has reminded us of one simple truth. The universe is far bigger than we can imagine. Our entire planet, our solar system, even our Milky Way galaxy, are only tiny pieces of an unimaginably vast cosmos. And perhaps, that's what makes the universe so beautiful. The more we discover, the more we realize how much remains unknown. Maybe one day, humanity will answer these mysteries. Or perhaps, the universe will always keep some of its greatest secrets hidden forever. If you enjoyed this journey through the biggest objects in the universe, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next adventure through space. Tell us in the comments, which object amazed you the most. Thank you for watching. This is Cosmic Secrets, and until next time, keep looking up, because every star in the night sky has a story waiting to be discovered.